Dragoon. This is just a replay. I'm doing a replay of all my season matches for this team. I think I still got about 8 more games to play with them though. Ooh, what was that? Ah, the garbage man's here. 14 months in a row. What a boss. So I'm sitting here with my paints. Maybe I should paint something. Jeez, kids outside dying or something. Nah, that's fine. Won't hurt anything. Noise is just noise. So yeah, Goblins definitely the single most fun team to play, but it's so hard to pull off a win. Good thing about Norse teams is that 7 armor, they get wrecked. If you can get a few good hits on them, they go down too. So it's Anzac Day, which means Monday's a public holiday. Or in the case of my business, and many other businesses, we're closed today as well. So it's a free weekend. Free long weekend. 4 days for me. Yeah. They're on the trampoline, I think. Wrestling or something. The curator has arrived. Or he's just hosting, one or the other. Anyway, I've got 11 or 12 Goblin games, one after the other. I'm just gonna play, replay, and they get pretty wild. Neighbors playing this lame music. Barely touched the game lately, except for Blood Bowl. First death. Wait. Oh yeah. No, he didn't. Apo failed. No. Goodbye, Blitzer. Reroll skulls. Just feeling a bit drowsy today. Can't let that slow you down. Actually, I have been playing something lately. I've been playing D&D. I started running the campaign again. I'm doing probably part one of a 2-part one-shot at the moment. Concluded the last adventure. One of the other players ran with a hell of a plot twist at the end. Thanks to my crazy agency. This game. Oh yeah, injury, Apo, return to bench. One thing everyone wants to remove from the pitch is the chainsaw. Nope, no removal for you. Well, a removal, but not a permanent one anyway. Oh, I missed. Oh, Wasteland 2 finale. Wow. Oh, and probably already gone, but see you, Garbage Man. Yeah, I saw that Wastelands 3 is out now. Oh, not out? Out soon? Out? Soon to be out? One or the other. I started playing Shadow Tactics on PS4. It's alright, it's pretty good. I haven't played that far. Start with the ninja and get the samurai. That's as far as I've gotten. I think that's about the only... I played about an hour of that one day. It's the last like few weeks, that's all the PlayStation I've played. D&D is much more interesting. So if it gets injured to bench, will it still get carded off a TD? Yes, it will. So any drive that a secret weapon plays in, then they will get at the end of the drive, whether by touchdown or the turns running out, like 8 rounds going past, you get a foul. So there's a few things you can do to mitigate that. One is have a bribe, obviously, which you have to do. But say if let's say your team or their team touchdowns on turn 7. If you have a bench, then of course you have to kind of count your numbers ahead of time. But if you have a bench, you can then sub them out, put them on the side for that last couple of turns. If you don't have a bench, you're in trouble, or you're going to blow extra bribes. So one thing I do is I tend to, if I have to, I'll sacrifice the bomber, even if it's for a round, just to keep in the fanatic and the lunatic. This was a mistake. I didn't actually, I wasn't turn counting. And then I put him in the wrong spot. Took a 1 minus strength injury. Because from where this was, I couldn't get a touchdown anyway. So I was like, well, let's go for the surf. Nope, denied. Because goblins. Yes, no 2 games are ever the same. I ran every game with this team. I've run the exact same strategy, and there's always been just wild variation on how things have gone. This first game actually went really well for me because of the removals. I just smashed him. Both halves, I just smashed him into the ground. Took out all his players. I actually crippled this team for quite a long time. So all returns. I had a 200 and was it 200? I think maybe his team was a 980, not a 1000. But I built the team to be 1000 with the bribe stadium enhancement. So I had like either 180 in inducements or 200 in inducements, which are enough to get, I think this is my stadium, so 2 bribes and a babe, I think. Let's have a look. Yeah, 1 babe, and I had a total of 3 bribes. So 2 bribes spent after the first half. And I didn't have the bench to... even if I touched down, I would have lost something. So this time I have all 3 secret weapons. And of course he's lost 4, so he's had to stick everybody either on the line or... Yeah, rough spot for him, essentially. I've still got my whole team. Oh. High kick. Fails the pickup, and then I think the worst possible thing happens. Well, blitz is really the first possible thing that can happen. Skulls into loner. Yeah, Gobbo's are wild. So, I mean, it's really crazy how it happens, but currently right now I haven't had the chance to play with it, but my Fanatic, that's the ball and chain, has block. I managed to get a level up on my Fanatic. Yeah, it was unfortunate. The chainsaw is great, except for when it fails. And fails the pickup. This is a disaster. Two disaster rounds. Corey up this dog with his bark. So the poor couriers don't get the day off on Anzac Day. Except for Monday. Oof, I didn't think it was winter. It's so warm today. Keep him down. Yeah, his Yeti just did absolutely nothing the entire game. Between wild animals and getting knocked down and stunned and yeah. Mighty blow. I find the bombardier really difficult to use. I've had the what is he? The star player. I've had him used against me, just to such good effect. 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh! Yep, you did. Got a chainsaw. Yeah, I decided to save the bribe for a, I don't know what. Just something else. I get so lucky with the powers in this match too on the chainsaw. Chainsaw has what, +3 to injury rolls? Yeah, great to have Mighty Blow on this guy. There's so many good skills you could have on him too. Grab is one. Can put them in the direction you want them when you hit them. Point of strength gone. Just destroyed. So only 3 guys left on the pitch. Oh, dodge fail into injury. What's this game? It's like his bench looks like a typical goblin bench. Red and gold. Another one bites the dust. Oh, let's see. You've been missing in action a while, delivering plastic dongs in the mail recently. Really that busy. You know what? That's the one thing that isn't being delivered at the moment. Because you know where people order that stuff from? China. From those, you know, their online stores. Well, I kind of know. There's one online store I know of like this, but there's a few of them. They ship like, it's kind of like eBay. No, not eBay. It's kind of like Amazon, but they just ship all kinds of stuff, like just any kind of product. But they, and it's really cheap. Like it's China cheap. And shipping is free, you know, that kind of thing. And so you get these packages through the mail, and they're obviously all from the same place because of the way that they're packaged and how they're labeled and whatnot. And yeah, and so I mean, I assume that usually it's phone cases and adult fun toys. And so while there is a ton of freight, like an enormous amount of freight shipping right now because of all the online shopping that is opened up, the stuff coming from China isn't happening. So the world hasn't returned to normal yet. Adult fun toys are not moving. Maybe locally. But see, the thing with the Western countries is that discretion's really important. So to the customer. So, you know, the packages are completely incognito. Unless you're the courier driver who picks up the packages and maybe the one that gets handed them off to. Yeah, you probably wouldn't notice. Like I don't know where the local adult stores, I don't know what their packaging looks like and that sort of thing. Only the Chinese stuff, because they don't, because it's just even the way they word their the contents, like what's in this package. It's like how do they do it? Like adult massage toy or something like that, or it sounds like that. Yeah, it sounds like innocent and mundane, but it's not. It's something else. And then of course you can feel, because it's just like, it's not packaged in anything, it's just in there, and everybody knows the universal feeling of adult fun times, I guess. Alright, so that's the first one. Quit replay. Match went great. Total domination. Norse got wrecked. Although I don't think the player knew how best to counteract goblins. In a sense. Like, I mean, you're still going to take some hits, but... Alright, Nurgle. Nurgle